Hey guys, so I just love this place to film a video. I don't know why. It's not even my room, it's my brother's, but it's awesome. So today is going to be more of a kind of serious video. Sorry, I'm just checking to see if anybody's coming because it's completely awkward filming a serious video when people are in your house. Anyways, so in this video I wanted to talk about how I suffered a eating disorder. So it all started basically as me just being a really chubby kid. Like as a kid my weight would always go up and down, but I was fairly chubby. And even from a young kid, like I always cared about my appearance and the way I looked, and it was just terrible. So it started when I was younger. This girl, I was in grade 4 and I had moved schools, so I had gone to a whole new school because I had gone to live with my dad at the time, and it was just a really bad time in my life at that point. So I went to live with my dad and I had to move schools, so I made a new group of friends of girls, and they were all really thin and like really pretty, and I was like the ugly duckling back then, but now bitch, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not even that cute. Like, why am I fronting like I'm cute or something? Anyways, but I'm in a way better place than that girl is right now, so. Anyways, this girl would just constantly call me fat and chubby and tell me that I'm chubby. And I also had a friend who actually had an eating disorder, and we were best friends. And she ended up getting really skinny to the point where she was almost like, I feel like she had to be hospitalized, and I didn't really understand what an eating disorder was at that time. I just thought a lot of girls did it, a lot of girls starved themselves. So I slowly began to do that, and keep in mind I was only 10, so I didn't know what I was doing. I would skip breakfast, I would skip lunch, and I would eat something really small for dinner, like really small, like cereal. I just stopped eating my lunch, I would throw it out. My mom would be like, "Did you eat your lunch?" I'd be like, "Yeah, I'd lie. And my mom was working lots of shifts back then. Growing up, my mom was always working. I lived with my grandma partially. Well, this was all happening while I was living at my dad's, so it started there. It started when I was living there. But then I eventually moved back to my grandma's, and my mom was also living with us. I just stopped eating, and till this day I don't know why. I just became so obsessed with the way I looked. I got to a point where my shorts were falling off me and I had no clothes to wear because I was so thin. And I remember someone asking me, "Why are your pants so loose on you? Like, what happened?" And I'm like, I don't know, because I didn't realize all the weight I was losing. Anyways, so I eventually stopped with my eating disorder when I was 11, 12, and then it maybe came back when I was 13. I would go days, I gained the weight back, like I got chubby again. Like I was never fat, but in my mind, I considered myself fat because everyone around me was thin, and I was just that odd kid that was like chubbier. And I'm chubby now and I'm healthy now. I just want to point that out first of all. But let me get to that. Anyways, sorry if I'm rambling. I hit rock bottom when I was 14 because I would go days with eating like one thing, and I'd be shaking profusely throughout the day and wanting to faint because I didn't eat. And nobody knows this about me. Nobody knows that I had an eating disorder. Nobody knows. People just assume that I got really thin. And the compliments that people gave me, like I fed off of, definitely. People were like, "You're so pretty now. You lost so much weight." And people didn't know what I was doing, but that's why I feel like you have to be very mindful with the people around you. Even my parents didn't know what was going on until like the person who really realized what was going on with me was my grandma, because she would always make me eat, and I'd always be like, "No, I don't want food." But my mom was working, so she didn't know I wasn't eating. Like she just assumed that my grandma was giving me food, because my grandma, like, if you live in a Portuguese household, everybody knows you eat so much. Anyways, so going back to when I was 14, I worked out so much to the point like My body was aching because I wanted to look good. Thinking back on this is actually so stupid because I just spent my life trying to please other people and not myself. Like, it's actually just ridiculous. Now I can say that I'm chubby, I may be short, and I may be a little bit overweight for my height, but I'm happy the way I am. And how I accomplished that was it just was a wake-up call to me when I just felt like falling over. I felt faintish all the time and I couldn't do it anymore. I'd gone through depression and severe anxiety, and everyone knows when you're depressed you don't want to eat, which can cause an eating disorder. It's terrible. However, I did starve myself, but I never made myself throw up because I tried, but I can't because my body just doesn't throw up very easily, and I couldn't do it whenever I tried, so I gave up on that. So I never really considered myself an anorexic or a bulimic, or I just can say that I definitely for sure had an eating disorder. I know, like, I was not diagnosed. I told those Instagram models you see and those people in the media, that's plastic surgery, and that's fake. Like, photos are edited all the time. Nobody really looks that thin, and the girls that are that thin really are just thin naturally. So stop please trying to be like that. If your body is not naturally thin, you're going to force your body into a shape that it's not meant to be. Like, eating healthy and exercising is awesome, but starving yourself, please don't do it. I gained all the weight back because you can't do it forever. It's only temporary. That's the problem. It's something that's only temporary. You guys, that you do not need to live up to society's standards of what beauty is, because realistically that's not what beauty is, and someone out there will love you for you. So please don't starve yourself. It's not the answer to losing weight. You want to lose weight? Go on a healthy diet, exercise, eat healthy, and I promise you'll drop the weight. But starving yourself may be the easy way out, but trust me, it's the worst way you can do things. So that's basically all I have to say for this video. I just want to share my story and give you guys some tips on how to, you know, just on what not to do, basically. So this is what you should not do to lose weight. I'm not condoning this as a way to lose weight. This is definitely a way that you shouldn't, because I dropped so much pounds in a short amount of time and it was terrible. I could have gone to the hospital. So thank you guys so much for watching this. I'm going to make a part 2 on this video because there's a lot of stuff I didn't include. So if you guys want to see that, comment down below, like this video, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.